We move on by exploring something which was begun yesterday by the CEO of the Margins Group, Mr. Moses Baden, the power of digital identities in resetting Ghana's economy. A lot of you are aware that right now we're going to seamlessly put together everybody's data as well as, all our processes by virtue of a card. The Ghana card will make that possible. How that will work out, I certainly don't know. But there's one man who is well versed to walk us through all the nuances. Would you please make welcome the Director General of the NIA, Professor Ken Attafua.
Honorable Minister, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to be able to join you this morning for a conversation about the National Identification System and the post-pandemic digital transformation of Ghana. My presentation will touch on the mandate of the NIA, the law, some registration statistics, and a case for biometric verification, the piloting of a biometric verification system, and the next steps toward the digitization of this country. The Minister for Communications and National and Digitization is present, and I think important policy decisions would be announced in due course in this domain by the Honorable Minister and possibly His Excellency the Vice President. But permit me to indicate that as of May 16, 2021, there have been some 93,243 infections of the COVID-19 and resulting in about 783 deaths. The economy of Ghana has taken a hit significantly, with GDP growth projections for 2020 and 2021 being revised downwards from 6.8 to 2.6. The response measures adopted by government, combined with a loss of revenue, are expected to cost the government some $1.6 billion. Not surprisingly, therefore, for our country, where roughly 19 million adults have 14.5 million active mobile money accounts, Ghana's efforts to shore up the economy include measures aimed at promoting the use of digital financial and government services. The government focused on how ID systems, especially the Ghana card, which provides a single source of truth by law, can be used to help shape access to digital services, protect citizens' rights, provide access to public goods and services, and enhance participation in our national economy, thereby fostering inclusivity. The mandate of the National Identification Authority is to create a national identification system comprising fundamentally the enrollment of all Ghanaians from age 0 to infinity and all foreign nationals lawfully resident in this country, that is, those living here upwards of 90 days, onto a national identity register. The maintenance of that national identity register by the deletion of the names of Ghanaians who exit this world or who renounce their citizenship, and the addition of new Ghanaians, those who are born to us and those who naturalize or become Ghanaians by other lawful means. We are also to update the national register and to share the data that we create with other user agencies, and also to ensure that we engage in data exchange with specified institutions that the law calls user agencies and other institutions and persons that the NIA may designate by law. In the process, we are to also foster national data exchange through data harmonization and integration. So we register all Ghanaians, and then we create a national database, and we issue those people that we register with the Ghana card. And then we also establish the National Data Center and manage it as such. We are to set up a system for collecting, processing, and storing and retrieving and disseminating the personal data on the population and to ensure the accuracy, integrity, and security of the data. We are also finally to make data in our custody available to the institutions that I have mentioned, particularly institutions that the law refers to as user agencies. And these are institutions such as the Social Security and National Insurance Trust, the National Health Insurance Authority, the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority, the Electoral Commission, the Births and Deaths Registry, and the like. The national identification system that I just mentioned provides a secure biometric register with a verification system. And through this, the NIA can track and trace all transactions and return accurate and up-to-date information on each individual. The NIS provides a single source of truth for the verification of persons. You register by producing evidence of citizenship, and you go through an interview process which is rigorous, and the presentation of a passport or a birth certificate is not automatic indication of your citizenship. Even after you've submitted that, an interview process may result in the non-registration because of credibility issues. The Ghana card uniquely identifies the bearer based on biometric features at 3 levels. Biometric features using all 10 fingerprints, and then the face or facial, and finally the iris. It can be used for the verification and authentication of the identity of an individual. To ensure that we establish a national identification system, we, on the 29th of March 2019, embarked on a mass registration exercise that ended on the 16th of September 2020, extended by 6 months by the onset of COVID-19. In the process, we had targeted to enroll 80% of the population aged 15 and above. We ended up registering 15,546,911 as at 16 September 2020, representing some 84.25% of the target. We had exceeded the target of 80%. We printed a cast of some 15,384,638, representing 98% of our target of 15.5 million. And we issued the cards of 13,342,835, representing 85.82% of our target of 15.384 million. By law, the National Identification Authority is set up to be the only statutory body, the only institution in Ghana to provide a national identity card to citizens and foreigners. I've often been confronted with what is claimed to be bogus Ghana card issued to foreigners, and especially Chinese nationals whose cards, or Nigerians whose cards are often flashed on social media and presented as an indication of failure that foreigners have the Ghana card. That is false. Foreigners who have the Ghana card lawfully have the Ghana card. If you look, you would see that it says on top in red, non-citizen identity card. It is lawfully issued by the National Identification Authority, and it is part of a project that is called the Foreigner Identification Management. It is lawful, and all foreign nationals resident in Ghana are required by law to register and be issued with the Ghana card, and there's nothing inappropriate about it. That is different from a situation where a foreigner pretends or attempts to get the Ghana card as a Ghanaian, and the distinction has to be appreciated. But there are some 17 mandatory uses of the Ghana card. There are 17 transactions without the Ghana card you cannot perform those transactions. And ladies and gentlemen, they include application and the issuance of passports, driver's license, and insurance policies, all banking transactions, the purchase, transfer, and registration of land, transactions that are specified under the National Health Insurance System, the pension scheme, the Social Security and National Insurance Trust, and consumer credit, registration of voters, payment of taxes, registration of SIM cards, and applications for public or government services facilities, approvals, permissions, or benefits that are customarily available to the public, and any other transaction which the authority may determine and publish in the Gazette. Now, we have the power to verify identity by biometric match. And this is because biometric data, in contrast to passwords, badges, or documents, cannot be forgotten, they cannot be exchanged, they cannot be stolen, they cannot be forged. Your fingerprints cannot be forged, they cannot be forgotten, and your fingerprints cannot be exchanged, just as your face or your iris can also not be forged or exchanged. Biometric data and the verification on which it is based is superior to traditional methods of verification in terms of security and accuracy. And as I indicated earlier, biometric system provides a single source of truth, which is essential for the accurate and authentic data that follows citizens throughout their life cycle from birth to death. This offers us significant opportunities for savings from duplicate systems and fraud risks as a result of unharmonized data. Weaknesses in traditional verification methods result in direct financial losses to institutions and individuals, and also cause us significant reputational damage. Attraction of investment into a reduced risk of fraud, and a process that is also likely to help us deal with the issue of money laundering and terrorism and other serious crimes in our country. And finally, the ease of citizen access to all government services and facilities, such as I mentioned earlier. The Ghana card has technical features. Most notably, it has a comprehensive database that captures biometrics, citizenship, digital and residential addresses, the age of the individual, and also harmonizes neatly with the databases of other institutions. It harmonizes and also integrates with them so that there is only one Ken Attafua at DVLA, at Passport, at health insurance, or anywhere else. So you cannot have a situation where at one institution you are Kenneth Attafua, at another place you are Kenneth Agyeman, at another place you are Kwesi Agyeman, and the like, all the different kinds of permutations that we have found as mechanisms for defrauding people. It is secure with high-level encryption, digital certificates that announce to the whole world who you are, with the veracity that comes from the national, from NITA, which is under the Ministry of Communications, and a public key infrastructure and biometrics that are sacrosanct, cannot be tampered with. It high global standards with contact and contactless smart card with 128 memory chip, secure printing that meets global standards, International Civil Aviation Organization or ICAO and NIS standardization criteria with open standards, no vendor lock-in. It is unique in providing biometric verification system that is also fast, accurate, and not limited by geography. So whether you are in Azerbaijan or Andorra, Washington or Wasa, when you apply for the Ghana card, it can be issued instantly at multiple centers, and it can be verified at multiple centers in real time, and result returned in less than half a second. It is auditable, that is to say, you have the capability to track and trace all transactions and return accurate and up-to-date information on the status of each individual, including transactions of all kinds. And it provides a single source of truth for the verification of persons. There are a number of significant features when you look at the back of your Ghana card that we could talk about later. But the Ghana card is simply a card in its own class in terms of international security standards and avant-garde features. And so I'll skip these. But I think it's important to simply highlight the fact that it is also called the ECOWAS card because we have combined the features of the ECOWAS card under a December 2015 ECOWAS protocol signed onto by all heads of states and governments in the sub-region. Ghana was required, and all the countries in the sub-region, they were all required to produce for their nationals an ECOWAS ID card. In 2017, it was determined that rather than produce a separate ECOWAS ID card and a separate Ghana card, we would combine the two, saving a significant amounts of money and the wahala, the hardship of queuing twice for the Ghana card, for Ghana card and ECOWAS card. So we combine the features to meet the specifications of ECOWAS whilst maintaining our own. So we have the Ghana card, and because it is valid also for travel within West Africa and meets the ECOWAS standards, we call it ECOWAS identity card, as well as commonly referring to it as Ghana card. Now, in order to make the Ghana card usable, we have to be able to verify the card when the citizen presents it. Beyond ocular inspection, looking at the person's face and looking at the picture to satisfy yourself that the person is who they say they are. Sometimes people look so alike that it's pretty difficult. So resort to biometric verification is important. And the banks and the telcos and all these other institutions have been waiting to do verification. We piloted the process in November 2020 with CalBank. And the verification devices were deployed and staff were trained, and 98% of the verifications were performed through Know Your Customer processes, and the remaining 2% by a yes/no confirmation. Both facial recognition and fingerprint verification were used in the process, and average speeds, verification speeds were under a second, and the transition to utilizing the Ghana card did not pose any serious issues. And most customers in Ghana are conversant with presenting ID cards to facilitate their transactions. We also found that transactions can be performed without customers having their ID cards physically present. So if you were to present your Ghana card number alone, that would be sufficient. You can be verified. Or you present the Ghana card and you can be verified. You present your fingerprint and you can be verified. And in the post-pandemic era, or rather in the pandemic era where there is concern about contact, you may dispense with fingerprint and just look into the device with your facial recognition, and your verification will be performed under a second. The biometric verification system has streamlined the processes and made it more efficient. We need to scale up the verification platform, so we've developed a software that can be used by all the telcos in the country, by all the banks and non-bank financial institutions, and their branches across the country. And the user agencies that I mentioned earlier, Senate, NHI, DVLA, EC, Controller Accountant General's Department, the GRA, which is transitioning from the tax identification number to the Ghana card number, the Birth and Registry Office. All of this and many more institutions can use software for verification that has been developed, and other institutions such as the Land and the Ghana Education Service will come on board pretty soon. I've indicated the data transfer, data verification, data integration, and data harmonization. And we can identity of persons online as well as offline. In the case of offline verification, there are Android devices with embedded fingerprint scanner and card reader that can be used, and the device is loaded with bespoke software to read the Ghana card. With the online verification, got fingerprint scanner, single finger and multiple finger scanners, card reader options, contact and contactless, meaning that you don't have contact with the information to be read. And then, of course, we have cameras and online secure fast. The verification takes, as I indicate, 3 levels: iris, the fingerprint, and the facial. The comparison with fingerprint, for example, is 15.5 million people registered, almost 15 million. It means that we have 16 million times 10 fingerprints, those who are fingerprints. In less than a minute, the verification will go through all those fingerprints and return accurate response. The same with the comparison of the facial portrait provided with the portrait for a given ID card number. Online verification, you get a notice. It does the KYC and provides a data set agreed between NIA and the stakeholder that is transferred to the interested party. The next steps: beginning June 1st, 2021, the National Identification Authority will establish and operate regional and district offices in all 275 constituencies of the country and all 16 regions of the country. At these registration centers, citizens can go and get registered, those who are unable to do so during the mass registration exercise, those that are aged 15 and above. Those who did not get their Ghana cards can go to those offices in their communities where they registered and get their Ghana cards. No one can pick it up for you. It's biometric, and you need to be present to have the card, to receive the card. At the regional and district offices, there will be opportunities for people to update their data. If you want to change a name, and you, after having gone through the lawful processes, you can have updates done of your address and the like. And of course, you can also do the upgrading of your and replacement of the card where you have lost it. We plan to register Ghanaians under 15 years shortly after we establish the offices beginning later this year. And we are obligated to register Ghanaians in the diaspora. That is also something that we plan to undertake in close collaboration with the Ghana missions abroad, which by law are required to provide the staff support for the work, so that we don't have to carry Ghanaians from Ghana all over the world to do the registration. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are the next steps towards the digitization. Our ambition is to contribute to the development of this country, taking it to the next level and making Ghana not just robust and vibrant, but also avant-garde in the leadership of digitization. I thank you for your attention.
And Professor Attafua, Executive Director of the National Identification Authority. Can we have the video? That's what happens when your operator doesn't do morning devotion before coming to work. Prof, would like to say thank you.